Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking at ABM right here at the moment. Let me wait for a few people to come in here, and I'm going to share this to a couple of places here. Please bear with me. Just bear with me, guys, if you're coming in. I'm just sharing it out to a couple of places. Just give me a moment, guys. All right, we got everybody in here. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I took a trade on RILY earlier. I bought the $7 calls for this week. I like to look up here to this area. Up here towards the $7 mark. It's been a heck of a run today, man. I mean, it's traded 53 times relative volume over here, as you can see. 21 million shares traded, float. So it's traded the entire float today. The short float's 23%, so the shorts are absolutely getting squeezed. Yesterday filed their update. I guess, obviously they were below a dollar there, or close to it for a while, so they had to file their report. And they hadn't filed their report from the second quarter, so they went ahead and filed that. So that's definitely a good thing for them. So obviously the stock is moving on that note. There's the article for it if you're interested. Let me post this on Twitter. Oops, not that one, wrong link there. All right. Well, we got one person watching. Let's see what else is moving here. Aura. That's been on a monster run here. Zoom out on that. Yes. For last year, we're down here, what, $62, $60? I mean, you've almost doubled in a year on this one, man. Wow. Drug I don't know if you guys remember when that thing made that monster one. Was it, what, a year ago? Here you go. It was down there, a few bucks. Let's see, where was it exactly? It did it $1, and it went all the way to 80. Dropped all the way back, and now we're moving up way past that initial high there. So we'll see. There's a lot of people up on the $100 area for this. Nothing happened before that when they got that approval. So new 1 year high. That was last week. PSA, I don't know if you guys been watching oil. Oil just hit a new, not an all-time low, but I think a 52-week low, I believe. So you got, there's Phillips 66 down today. They're down what? $9. Yeah, what are they down? 6% there. Yeah, 6.4%. Let's move this over a little bit so we can kind of see the percentage a little bit better. I don't know if that helps out. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I haven't been on here in quite a long time. Yeah, I used to do it almost every day. Just like day trade, I love doing analysis, love looking at the markets, love trading the markets. That's what I enjoy. And, ask any questions you may have. I'm just scanning around, seeing what's going on here, looking at new highs and lows. See what else is moving. I got some stuff over here on another screen, obviously. Did you guys see this one earlier today? CCHH. This was what? Friday. I think it's at $15. I mean, now it's down at 65 cents. I mean, this thing is, what? They rang the, look at that. On December the 5th, so like a week and a half ago, they rang the closing bell for the NASDAQ, and then a week later they shit the bed, and they basically dropped, 95%. I mean, just today they're down 36%. I mean, this thing's absolutely in the dumps here, man. That was a Bloomberg article there. I posted earlier. Someone asked about, where's this thing going from here? Well, if I can get my chart to go. Then we pull up here another chart. Well, as we can see, CHH. We're at 65 cents. I mean, this is, all-time lows. I don't know how long this company has been around. I just heard of it the other day. So it just IPO'd here in September, evidently, and went up as high as $15.47, and now we're all-time lows at 65 cents. So you can imagine quite a few people are going to be buying this dip. Let's see if it has options here. Yeah, so I'm not doing any messing with that one right now. There's RILY just crossed $6. Had this little pullback here. Let me show you right there. Right, these two candles right here. You have this, kind of been going sideways, pulling back, coming back up, getting your little 1% pullbacks. And once it broke this high here, 542, this massive volume came in it right here. And you have these two little doji candles that pull back. Let me put it on the 5 minute. It's a little bit easier to see. Maybe the 3 minute. See right here where it kind of pulled back right to the moving average. And now we're right back up here at $6. So if you look over here on the daily, this is my main one I'm looking at here. I bought the $7 calls for this week. A little bit risky, but I think it's worth the risk. with this short squeeze and a lot more shorts that are probably going to be getting out. I mean, because this volume is just out of the 22 million. I mean, it usually trades what did trading volume just trade the other day? So a million maybe a day at most. Yeah, this thing definitely has the potential to get up here towards 7 and test this kind of cup, and it didn't form the handle. Otherwise, that would have been bullish from a technical standpoint. So yeah, I look forward to test these recent highs up here near 779 here in the coming days. Not saying it's happening tomorrow or anything, but like for it actually happened before Friday with those calls I got. What are you guys looking at right now? I don't know if anybody's in here or not. Says one person watching. That's just me because I have it on another screen. This PSX just continues making new lows and new lows. And then at 141, you dropped $10 here. Yeah, so I'd look for this here to come down to the 130 area. Yeah, right around there, say 130. You had this gap window, which obviously filled real quick, came down and retested. So if 130.94 breaks right there, I would look for, let's see, 130. Yeah, right around 130.94. Oh, yeah, that thing went all the way up to, what was the high today up here? $177. Yeah, all the oil companies are dumping. Let's look at ExxonMobil. And you look at USO. Phillips, Shell, BP. Why USO pop up? There it goes. If you're just joining, I'm just sitting here looking at some stocks for Powerhour, seeing if anybody wanted to join me. I haven't done this in a while. Love trading and just going over some stocks and seeing what's moving. I got some RILY $7 calls earlier, about 45 minutes ago, up about 30% on those. Almost a double. Now I've pulled back not quite a bit, but anyway, see what's moving. CLYM, CNBS. This thing's been on a nice run here on the daily. Look at this, all up to $5 biotech. What's the count of those purchases? 213,000 shares. So directors are buying heavy, insiders buying, readouts. So obviously, biotechs trade on their drugs for the most part. But so they must have something coming out here soon. Interesting. Anybody know anything about COIM? No. All right. I'm just not one to sit here. Anybody interested? We'll see if anybody else comes in. So if you're just coming in, I'm just looking at some stocks, trading, seeing what's moving. Getting slow into the Christmas season, obviously. But there's always an opportunity each and every day. I was watching this one earlier. I thought right here, this is about 45 minutes ago, half an hour ago, it was going to continue down here to this low and get to this gap here about 45.27, but we've made a bounce above the moving average here. But we're going to see what happens if we come down and do a retest. You can see this one's moving up, holding on the daily. We do have that gap there from about 45.27 down to, what's the high there, 44.75. So you have about close to a 2-point move on ABM there. What are you looking at right now? Any interesting trades at the moment? Humana, the healthcare stocks continue to go down. No technical breakdown or necessarily a good gap to trade. However, obviously it's been chopping around, but you have this big plunge at the open, back up here to kind of a previous pivot point from the day before, and then just kind of down. You get a little pullback, a little bear flag, and then continuing. So we'll keep an eye on that one. UNH is about the same. Let me pull that up. Pretty much the same on that one. Out there just looking around at the moment, looking at some other scans on another screen over here. The Teslas are making a heck of a move here for the last hour and a half. Just kind of from 477 up here down to 490. Breaking out this area right here of this high and high right here on the daily. The next spot, we're pretty much at this high from last December here. Almost exactly a year ago, December 17th. Excuse me, the 18th. Right here at that high of 483.99. If we break that, then we got a good chance of moving to 500. Let's put that on the weekly real quick. See what that looks like on the weekly. TLK keeps good right here. And the 216 to 246, not a huge move. I mean, 30 cents. Stock's up 13%, but again, only 30 cents. So you can see here on the weekly, it's definitely making a move. Any stock you guys want me to pull up, just let me know. I'm just surfing around looking and seeing what's moving here at the moment. I'm just currently in RILY $7 calls right now is on the trade I'm in. This thing doesn't look good. Let's put that up on a daily. Alright. Test. Thank you. Let's take a look at Palantir. That popped up. Oops. RIV is pulling back here a little bit. Pretty good short. I mean, but this one sitting up there. It's just giving up some of those gains from today. I mean, very tempting. So room 2, 22.66, so 30 cents. High day will be the stop. So you're risking 30 to make 30, which isn't good. We want 2 to 1, so we want to risk 30 to make 60. So we'll watch this. If you miss it, you miss it. But you have to always use risk management. You can't just go willy-nilly. See what else we got over here. Ascend. Just looking at some possible swing trades for tomorrow. I mean, Tesla looks good. I mean, you look at the let's look at the 400 calls for tomorrow. I don't know the screen. Not 400, 500. So yeah, they're $6.13. They're up basically at all highs of the day right here. I mean, which I very well think it could do tomorrow. Very well, obviously by Friday, 500. I mean, this is just day 2 to break out above the gap. Had the gap breakout. Let me zoom in here so you can see. So right here, above that right there, 462 right here. And that broke out yesterday to this high. And then now another new high today. New high meaning new recent high above these two, not like new all-time high or 52-week high. Although this is a new 52-week high, because this is the most recent 483.99. So 483.99 is what we broke, and now we're sitting at 490. So 500 is the next stop on this thing. And that $500 call option just dropped down to 560, so now it's $45 less. Implied volatility of 56%. Volume is 203,000 versus 113. So very, very good. The delta's 35, so every dollar goes up, you make $35. Not bad. Just do you want to lay out that 600 right now? Well, it's almost a closing bell here. 8 minutes left. See what earnings we have after the bell. The only big names after the bell we have are PFX, SRL, WR, ALTS, LAN, Lennar. So home builder. Let's take a look at Lennar. See, it's kind of been all over the place here. Let's put it on the weekly. I mean, since last year, it's gone down. We have this bottom here in March, curled back up, basically 50%, and then now it's back to 117. So the 100 area, 105 is where you would want it to see hold in this earnings report. If not, that would take you down towards the 94, 95 area on the upside, and the gap there to 145. So, it's always a shot in the dark on earnings. Nice run for Apple today, definitely. Well, thanks for those who stopped by. Hope everybody has